preparing for our departure tomorrow morning from Luderitz to Saint Helena. Just having a bit of a snack here. Might have been discontinued in South Africa, but we still got that fish paste in Namibia. So that's what's for lunch.
It's so hard out, South Africans.
A last good snack, I got a ton of biltong for the trip, because that's something I'll definitely miss. Okay, we just slipped our mooring and now we're off.
Hello. And it is on eindelijk party, mate.
Exactly that. A bit of a sunken fishing boat here. Hopefully not an omen of what's to come for our next 11 days. Optimistically, it's probably closer to 13. But not a lot of wind this morning, so we'll just go out the harbour, put up the main, see what we can do, but it should pick up a little bit later. Goodbye, Luderitz. Okay, we've got the main up. There's still not a lot of wind, you can see the water's quite smooth, but at least we can start doing some sailing as soon as it picks up a little bit. We're on our way to our route over there, the start of our track, motoring slowly along, just taking in the sights. I'll zoom it a little bit, but you can see that's Diaz Point, nice little lighthouse they got there. There's also a rock in the water there, which we should avoid, and a cardinal buoy over there, so we're going past that. But you know, Saint Helena is anyway that way, so we're going about the right direction. Just a couple of days wait. The desert's quite foggy this morning, looks quite nice. Actually should have maybe gone up that way and passed around the island, get a little bit closer to the desert, but we just wanted to start heading for Saint Helena. Yeah, clean up those ropes, swab. Not a lot of wind, but quite a lot of seals around. So maybe some fish. We dropped a fishing line just in case, although we're barely sailing 3 knots. Going a little bit slower before, but you know, slowly getting there. There was a big splash over there. Maybe another seal jumped. You even see a seagull. There must be something around here. We're not out of land yet. You can still see the desert there in the distance. We've only done about 17 nautical miles in the last 5 hours, so you know, not our fastest sail. But we're getting there. There's no rush. As soon as that land goes away, that's the last land we'll see for something like 12 days, 13 days. So enjoy it while we can. Day 2 is also coming to an end. We had fairly light winds. No worries, no issues, just waiting it out. It's still a bit cold, even though it can only sit in the sun, so I got my long pants on since early this morning. Outop is making a curry inside using my special recipe.
Something's broken, we don't know about it yet.
Yeah, something's broken, we don't know about it yet. But we're still doing 5 knots, 4 knots. Hopefully you guys are tracking us, were tracking us on that little GPS of ours, and checking our updates every couple of days. That will do. Yeah, nothing much to show, it's just blue. I think we passed through the shipping lane a couple of hours ago. Passed the last fishing boats last night, so there's not a lot of boats ahead of us that we can see on the AIS at least. and big blue sea, but not too big waves, not too bad wind. Exactly how I want it to be. Third day, we just reefed the main. It's a bit deep for the wind that we've got, but we're expecting it to pick up a little bit later. And also have to replace those lines on the wind vane since they're chafing through, and we don't want them to chafe through at night because it's been a moonless couple of nights with a couple of clouds even covering the stars, so you can't see fuck all out here. Nothing. Rather safe than sorry. Let me focus on steering. You see me, I'm fucking it up. It's the morning of day 5. 2 days of wind, not less than 20 knots. Hopefully it calms down like today. That's what the weather says. The sea's been rough and on the scuff, throwing us around. The groen wasmachine, the green tumble dryer. Day 6 coming to an end. I don't know if you can see those 2 lights way out there in the distance, but it's playing dodgem with ships 600 nautical miles away from anything. This is the only ship we've seen in like 2 days, and he's coming within like, let's see here, 2 nautical miles of us, 1 nautical mile, 1.3. Closer and closer. But we're also veering a bit, so it's not completely accurate. But this is a useful piece of equipment to have on a boat. I quite like it. You keep an eye on his bearing. As long as that changes, then usually they should pass by. And I've been keeping an eye on it. Was 174, so I think he's supposed to, on the direction we're going, supposed to pass behind us in about, I don't know, 40 minutes or something. So even in the middle of nowhere, there's still people trying to ride up your ass. You can see the bearing is slowly increasing there. Once he's about 140, then we'll know he's definitely behind us, but it is still a little bit close. The range also doesn't make it look good. If I change that a little bit, it looks a bit farther away, but I can still see starboard's light, so I'll give him a little bit of time more, but I think we should be okay. Also looks like our closest point is increasing, so that's nice to see. It actually looked like he was heading in front of me, so I changed the course a little bit there to leeward, a bit more downwind until he passes. Shut up, man. And then we'll be back on track. You can see the distance also increased there. I can see his starboard light up still, so I knew he wasn't going behind me. I was just talking incorrectly before. Probably worthwhile getting a transponder for this thing, so that they can see us a little bit better as well. Okay, he's passed us, so time to correct our course. Just get one light on. How many turns did I take? I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be okay. First one just for good luck. Day 7, I think. Wind has shifted a bit, so we're going off course. We're supposed to be heading that way. We're just about downwind, so we could probably jibe, but I'm gonna give it another hour, see if it corrects itself. That's day 9. Looks like it might be another cloudy day, but there is hopes of sunshine. We've been struggling with the batteries a bit. They run out of juice, so we've been turning the fridge off at night, and now the home batteries for the laptop and charge plot also, I have to turn it off every couple of hours, just so, because we can't get the batteries full during the day. But hopefully it clears up a little bit today. I think it's been 5 days without sunshine. Just chugging along. Also no moon at night, so not the best of weather. Everything's soggy, wet, salty. also a bit off course at the moment, but probably in like the next 30 minutes or something, just throw the main around to the other side again and get back on track. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters too much. It's our last day out at sea. You can't see it in the distance, but Saint Helena is about 60 nautical miles that way. So we've pulled down most of the sails, just slowly, so we don't arrive in the middle of the night, so we can at first light tie up, put some beers in the fridge for breakfast. Everything is covered in salt. I can't wait to be able to have a full night's sleep. Passage isn't so difficult, even though it's quite a couple of days. It feels twice as long as it actually is, because there's just not much to do. And we've had quite a bit of swell, rolliness and whatnot, which I don't appreciate too much. But at least the color of the water is quite nice, and there's some sunshine, if you can call it that. It only opened up a little bit ago. We've been starting the battery about every night, just keeping the fridge running. The wind vane is amazing. We don't have enough power to run the autopilot, but the wind vane works quite well. You'll see our course veers a little bit as the wind looks like it changes and whatnot. But yeah, steadily going along. Tomorrow morning, hopefully around 8 o'clock, we'll be tied to Saint Helena. We'll have to do COVID tests, and then I think yeah, COVID test, wait one day, and then we can get on the island. We'll probably spend a week there before heading to Ascension. Another 7 days at sea, maybe more at the pace we're going. That's us there. That's about 20 nautical miles off when we'll radio in, and that's Saint Helena.
Winds just picked up. This is Saint Helena Island. 9 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden the winds picked up. We're now sailing at 2 knots, and all of a sudden it's picked up, and we're sailing at 5.5 knots. 5 nautical miles down that corner there. Just a rock in the ocean. See some green there. Look at that sheep at the top there. Lamb chops tonight.
Ik ga zeker die motor start. There we go. Tied on at Saint Helena. They got a big mooring block with a, see a metal loop there in the middle. So I got one rope around that, and then I've got a safety rope at the bottom. Thought about putting another rope, but I used the longest one, so that should be good enough. I'll just check it for wear and tear. Anyway, here's Saint Helena. Just some COVID tests and a couple of things, and then we're off to explore a little. We're tied up. Now it's time to put some stockies up our nose. So that's going to be fun.
Hope there's no blood, yeah?
Yeah, I'll spare you our embarrassment and face pulling from showing it to you. But gotta do this today, and then tomorrow another one, get it from the nurses, and then we should be able to go on the island.
That's good.
I don't know if the camera is properly capturing the blue of the water, but it's incredibly blue, like the deep ocean water we saw along the route. Very clean. A couple of times we've seen little fishes and things running close by. Beautiful little orange and blue ones, but I don't see any at the moment. We're not allowed off the boat until we've got our COVID tests and stuff done, but we'll probably do some snorkeling check under the boat, see if we can see anything. Die gaan fucking lekker wees. Right shoes again. Kom maar Toppie. Zo. That's about halfway. Flipping hell. 7 minutes so far. Still a bit to go, and looks like it gets steeper up there. I can have 3 beers by the time the old Toppie gets there, it looks like. Fucking hell. Better start going again. Start getting less. It's not all about coming up, still have to go down. as jy gaan verloor smelle. Dis Jonathan.
Die wit kataraak.
185 jaar oud. How's it, Obel? Like it?
Oupa bol.
Vertel my 'n bietjie van die cowboys en die Indians. Die ou Transvaal vlag en die ou Vrystaat vlag. Ongelukkig hulle nie vir hom Robert kan zirk nie. Die spinnerakke. In the memory of the prisoners of war, whose names are written here under, who died at Saint Helena by the Union of South Africa 1960. Yep, pip, 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 pip. Hey, Obo. Oh, gatekeeper.
I'm the gatekeeper.
Hier is sien hy. Hier is 'n Boer Cemetery. Okay, we've had 2 days of not sunny weather here at Saint Helena. Today, the sun was out a second ago. The water's supposedly a lot warmer than Cape Town, so I'm gonna take a swim, show you some fishies. Huh?
And also take a shower.
Yeah, waste not. So my goggles on it. Okay, now I can see what you can see. So let's see. waterlijn like my cock. I don't know if it's growth or remnants of the bluff.
And over to Tommy.
Hey man, small biggie. Just got a present from one of the other cruisers in the area. It just came back from fishing. That's like a big piece of tuna. So I think lunch is sorted. Huh? Yeah, that looks like a, I don't know if we'll fry it. It's so fresh. It's probably best. Maybe make some curry fish out of it for the trip. And we'll decide in the next couple of minutes. That's a lekker piece of fish. Now that's a fat tuna steak, huh? I think we're gonna have a big piece each and then probably pickle the rest. De duurste voor kook betaal?
Ja.
Hoeveel rand de kook? 40 rand de half liter. Say, fat tuna steak. Red hot, ram, spiced. En whatever's rice sliding daar is. Busy making some curry fish for the last of that tuna. But sure. We took the dinghy out to go snorkel some wrecks, but we couldn't find them on this side. I think they might be a bit deep, or we probably should have just marked their GPS coordinates before we left. There is another one over there that we can check out later. I don't know if you can see that fully rigged ship there. Looks pretty good. See if I can get a video of it when we're that side. But I guess we'll snorkel and I'll look at that. What's that? I don't know, a wall or a fort of some kind. Maybe I'll get out and go look at that as well. Voor die knippies.